What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, for months we've been hearing from industry insiders that behind the scenes it's an absolute mess between Sony, Marvel, and what's going on with Spider-Man 4, where opposing viewpoints on what to do with this film had led to a gridlock where Kevin Feige wanted to bring in a new director, do something different, and actually take their time with the film, where Sony wanted to, and by all accounts from trusted industry insiders like Daniel RPK, quote-unquote rush the film and get Jon Watts back to helm and direct. Well, we have some breaking news. It appears as though a director has been named, or at least in contention for the film. It is not Jon Watts, and it would appear as though Marvel may have gotten their way. We're going to talk about this latest industry insider update, where it came from, what it says about the production schedule and the timeline for Spider-Man 4, and who the new director being named tied to this project is. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with X-Men 97's finale in less than a month. Again, all you gotta do is be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this actually broke super late last night, so some of you may have seen it on social media already this morning, and this came from industry insider Jeff Snyder, who had to say this about Spider-Man 4. Quote, Spider-Man 4, which I'm told is supposed to begin shooting in either September or October of this year in 2024. The problem with Spider-Man is that Sony still doesn't have a director yet, though. I've heard Justin Lin was in contention, he may still be, there's some other names that are in the mix. I'm told that HBO really didn't want to wait until next year to shoot Euphoria, but with Zendaya locked into another Spider-Man movie this fall, the network didn't have much of a choice, as they can't shoot the show without its star, and Spidey is going to be a long shoot. He also added that he was told Levinson was aware of Zendaya's commitment to shoot Spider-Man this fall, and that the two of them were always on the same page schedule-wise, so that there's no behind-the-scenes frustration there. He then concludes by saying this: it wouldn't shock me if, quote, Sony waited until CINEMACON in mid-April to make some kind of splashy announcement, be it about Spider-Man 4, but keep in mind, that hasn't really been the normal MO for Sony in the past. They've usually stuck to online announcements via either Twitter or posting something to their YouTube channel, so I'm not going to hold my breath on any Sony live presentations. They have not been able to live up to one, and for quite some time. Now, some of you are instantly going to recognize Justin Lin's name, as he directed some of the more recent Fast and the Furious films, and I already saw the reaction sort of going around Twitter saying that he does a great job with action scenes and that would be really awesome when applied to Spider-Man. But I think there's a couple of things we can actually take away from the story. Number one, it must mean that the script is done if they're this close to being able to shoot at the end of the year and then lock in a director. You have to wonder which way the chips fell. If Kevin Feige actually got his way with getting a different director in there than Jon Watts, and what Sony wanted to do with the script was technically make it a multiverse story, not only to be able to connect their Sony entities like Tom Hardy's Venom and say Kraven in the future, but also to get their Sony characters in to be a part of Avengers Secret Wars. You have to wonder whether or not Kevin Feige prevailed with his want to make it a street level hero story, where we suspected this may end up in the entire time because of where they left the trilogy at the end of Spider-Man 3. Now, regardless how you feel about Spider-Man 4 and what you want to see out of the story, the rumors have been absolutely nuts, and in fact, from some other industry insider sources, we've even heard that Miles Morales is going to be a part of this story leading into Secret Wars. And it's all fine and well, again, from the MCU's perspective, who's trying to get the multiverse saga straight themselves, but from Sony's perspective, you can see why they absolutely want to rush this. We're getting deeper and deeper into the multiverse saga, and if they have any chance of having Tom Holland's Peter Parker, Miles Morales, or any of their other Sony characters have any stakes and make any sense, the sooner the better as far as crossing them over with Spider-Man. Now, I certainly want to see a street level thing with Daredevil and Spider-Man and some others fighting against Kingpin. I don't really need all of the multiverse storyline, and it would be totally cool with me if the symbiote doesn't link up with Peter Parker until the end of the film and leave that sort of on the table for Secret Wars. Who knows, we might even get some comic book accuracy from the 1980s run where Reed Richards will end up blasting off the symbiote in the future of Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU. But in the meantime, Sony is chomping at the bit to make Spider-Man 4 their on-ramp for characters like Kraven and Venom, and I just hope that this film doesn't end up becoming a mess or a casualty of Sony's intentions for the film, because look, I'd like to say I have some faith in Sony, even with Marvel Studios sort of doing it as a co-production, but with the track record they've got as of late, Kraven withstanding, but with Madam Web, with Morbius, they've just proven that they cannot get this right and on their own, and whoever's in charge of the creative design over there just doesn't understand exactly what Spider-Man fans want. And that's why I'm hoping that from the exec's point of view over at Sony, they don't overlook making a good story in order to just make it a quote-unquote multiverse thing where they can cram characters in and try to maximize money. They did a great job with Spider-Man No Way Home, and again, like I said, I'd like to have some actual faith in the company. They've just had too many strikeouts as of late, especially when you hear a rift with what Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios want to do, because I know it's sort of a cliche at this point to say in Kevin we trust, but he's the one who's ultimately got to steer this thing into Avengers Secret Wars, and I would really hate to think that Sony would have any hand in sort of ruining that along the way because they screw up with Spider-Man 4. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for Spider-Man 4 and what you specifically want to see out of the storyline. I am all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel, and we're just going to continue to do so until the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out, then we'll start giving those away. In the meantime, if you want to be entered to win or for any of the future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced during the end of videos in the same segment we're doing here, live with my voice in the comments shown on screen. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, especially these days with YouTube and them unsubbing people from channels. And of course, if you like today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Quick reminder, guys, to anybody, stay safe and vigilant on YouTube or really any social media platform. If you should get a comment in the comments claiming that you've won a prize, please try to remember that anybody can take a content creator's photo, make a new account, claim to be that content creator, and it is all just a scam to try to get you to pay for shipping for a prize that doesn't exist. If you should get a comment like that, simply report that comment to the respective platform. Never ever share your information on a third-party app like WhatsApp or Telegram, and please try to remember again, no content creator is ever going to charge you for shipping. They're not going to hit you up in the comments. That is just spam. They have left our channel alone for the better part of a year, but they have been targeting some of my friends' channels, and so really, just a PSA, YouTube, any social media platform, anywhere, please guys, be skeptical, be safe. If you should get a comment like that, just report it to the respective platform. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.